What's up, guys? It's Sophia. It's Kendra from Pure Chaos St. Louis, and here we have
Crazy in the Brains. My name is Christoph Jesus.
I'm Anya.
I'm Zach.
Thank you, guys. Nice to meet you guys. So, first off, where are you guys from?
So, we're based in New Jersey. Some of us are from New York. I'm from New Jersey.
We're in New Jersey.
I'm from Bayonne, New Jersey. So it's a small city right outside of Staten Island.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, how did you guys get started in all of music?
Well, the band started with me. I started playing music acoustically in the Lower East Side, the open mic scene. And from there, I started to build it up and meet people in the New York music community. That's how I met these awesome people right here. Yeah, that's kind of the short, hyper fast version of it. Honestly, it was my friend's older brother. He was like 10, 15 years older than us, and he introduced us to like the first wave of punk bands, Clash and Ramones and stuff like that. I was into Blink-182. I didn't even know they were punk. When I realized that they shared like common ground, kind of got obsessed with learning about the history and all that. And then I decided to make my way over to New York to invest my time in like the punk community in New York.
Ain't nobody else knows what the feeling's like, and there's more of my love due into the night. My stomach hurts so bad I can barely sleep. I wish you had just one more day with me. I keep your chain wrapped around my neck. Left the keys in 1 minute, someone stole your car.
Kind of just exploded from there.
That's awesome.
But these guys might have a different version. I don't know how you guys get into punk.
For me, it was Green Day's Dookie.
Green Day, that's great.
Yeah, I think I was like 11 or 12 when that album came out, and I'm from the Bay, and so having like local boys doing this cool thing, it was pretty sick. So that definitely was like the start.
Thank you.
So, have you always played saxophone?
Mm-hmm. I've been playing saxophone since I was 11, so a long time.
What about you? How'd you get into punk?
I had an older brother who was playing in bands. He would always practice in the basement, and I'd always sneak down to go play drums. He bought me my first punk album. He bought me Insomniac by Green Day, and that kind of just like opened the floodgates, and then that was my life.
Thank you, guys. So, how's the New York scene like?
It comes in waves, It'll be really exciting for a while, and then it'll kind of die down. New York's always been that way. So it's like it's always the history is super vibrant and important to us. So it'll always be like home, but it's like any place in the U.S. Like if you stick around too long, it gets stale and boring. So touring has been important for us to connect with people all across the United States, and honestly, like, excited to leave the country and go to Europe and meet people too. But we bring New York flavor and style with us everywhere we go, you know. But yeah, we love New York, you know.
How would you compare the New York scene to St. Louis?
You know what? New York can be a little too cool for school sometimes, you know? Like, I think people out here seem to be more willing to open up, more willing to get in the mosh pit and crowd surf, you know?
One of the challenges of New York is, like, there's always something to do in New York. And there's always, like, New York isn't necessarily just, like, one scene in terms of music. There's, like, you name it, it exists, right? New York is a melting pot of so many different genres and people and communities. But that means that there's an endless amount of things to do in New York, right? And I don't know, this is something I've noticed definitely touring around the country, is some of these, like, smaller towns, whatever that means, right? Because there's less accessibility in a lot of different ways, the opportunity for people to come out is so much higher, and the excitement that people have, because it's like, wow, this band from New York or this band from Toronto or this band from Japan is coming to our town. There's such an excitement and, like, vibrancy that people sort of bring, and the energy that we get to feel when we're on stage, versus New York, where it's like people are on their phones and they're just like, whatever, I don't even need to be here, and I'm like, cool, thanks for coming.
Do you guys think that comparing St. Louis to New York, that here, or like other cities like this, do you think it's like we are able to appreciate it more than New York?
I mean, at times, yeah, you know, like Anya said, like, there's so much going on in New York, which is great, and it's why it was a great place for me to get my start in music, because I could bounce from club to club to club. I would play 4 open mics a night when I first started, you know, and I don't know, that might not be a thing out here, you know, maybe it is, I don't know if it is, but it's that's a positive. But it, like Anya said, sometimes it becomes negative because people are so distracted and overwhelmed and just kind of jaded. You know, it's like, and out here, it seems like there's a greater appreciation because maybe you don't have as much access to, you know, millions of bands a night. You know?
Yeah.
But this is how many times have we been out here now? St. Louis? 4 or 5? Like, yeah. I mean, you guys have a great scene, and we appreciate the love and the energy. You know?
All right. Now, is there anything specific that kind of brought all of you together, like, and just kind of made the decision to form a band, or is that kind of like a long story?
I don't think we chose to be brought together. You know,
okay.
I think the world just made it happen. You know, I've been doing this thing since like right out of high school, you know.
Okay.
So I started alone, and I've played with so many people, and like I think just we all have a lot of common values and a common passion for music.
So there's no sign on ending it soon or anything like that?
Oh no,
okay.
We're all gonna play music for the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't want to speak for y'all, but I think I know.
I've been doing this forever.
You know, this is what we love, and I think the right people come into your life at the right times. You know, like I met Zach through his brother, you know, who is also like a lifelong musician, and he's like the 5th drummer I've played with. Now he's my best friend. You know.
That's cool.
And Anya, you know, Anya, he's gonna cry now. Anya is in a bunch of cool bands, you know. On one of her bands, we were looking for a saxophone player to play play a few songs with us.
Yeah.
Because our bands are in like similar scenes, we crossed paths.
Yeah.
Anya played some songs with us, and it was like, you can't leave it. Now you can't.
It wasn't even a question. It was just like, I remember going home after that rehearsal, and I was like, I think I joined the band. And my partner was like, yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, that sounds how it would go. Where would you say is probably like the best scene you've seen?
Best scene. What the West Coast is really good to us. St. Louis is great to us. Texas is great.
Okay.
Everywhere we go has something unique to offer. You know, I think we appreciate the diversity of this country. You know, and like that's what's great about the punk scene, because it reminds me to have hope in human beings. You know, because it could get pretty discouraging and dark. You know? But when you come out to a show like this, it reminds me that
It's like a refresher.
there's good people in this world.
Yeah.
All across this country, and the establishment doesn't represent us.
Yeah.
You know, and this is the proof of that. So, yeah, maybe a long, kind of boring answer, but I love everywhere that we go.
Yeah.
And I'm happy and grateful to get to do it.
I mean, the most obvious answer is St. Louis and the Bears, obviously. There's actually no other city that we've ever played. We only come to St. Louis.
Is there anything else you'd like to say before the interview ends?
Yo, props to y'all for doing this. This is cool. I love to see art being made in any capacity, and you guys are doing it your own way. And on your
Just
own
trying to
terms.
spread the word.
I love that. I appreciate that.
Of course.
So, respect to y'all.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes. All right. I hope you guys have a great night.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
This song is called I'm a Punk Rocker, Yes I Am.
Yeah.
And if you're a freak, and if you're a weirdo, and you're a misfit, and if you felt rejected in life, this song goes out to you. I thank y'all once again for showing up and supporting this punk shit. It means the world to us. We're praising the brave. See me driving down the street. I'm bored with looking good. I got both hands off the wheel. The cops are coming. Listen to the music with no fear. You can hear the truth. You're sincere. You can hear it too if you're sincere. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm a punk rocker, yes I am. you stagger in the street, and you can't stay off your feet, 'cause you fake it in your sleep, yeah. You wish that you were deep. You gave me life to myself. If you could, you would be someone else. I'm a punk rocker, yes I am. I'm a punk rocker, yes I am. I'm a punk rocker, yes I am. Yeah, 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 yeah. See you die on Picker Street. I'm born with being gone. Being distant the future, only visit the present. If you visit, you could be unless you went there, whatever, whatever. It tattoo my name on your skin. I'll be here forever, 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 forever. Yeah. Listen to the music when I'm there. You guarantee you're sincere. What the fuck? I'm a punk. Thank you so much for Crazy the Brains. Last Gang Call for Cats up next. We love y'all motherfuckers. Peace and love. Take care of each other. Woo! How's everybody doing so far? You guys ready for the Last Gang and the motherfucking Call for Cats? I got a question.
What is it?
Oh man, I did squats today. Me and Dan and Jack, we did squats today in the gym. I got a question. Does anybody hate their job?
Fuck yeah, I hate it.
That's a lot of people who fucking hate their job. Well, guess what? I hated my job. You hate your job? What do you do for a living? You groom dogs? Oh, that's kind of sick, though. 20 years of grooming dogs. Give it up for these people right here for grooming dogs. That's much cooler than what I used to do. I used to deliver pizza, and then I quit that job and I started a punk band. This song is called I Don't Deliver Pizza Anymore.